really nice if it was cloudy today. Hey, Dubby, what's up, man? The one and only Dubby. Show my feet? I think you're on the wrong stream, dude. You're on the wrong stream. I hate to break it to you, but you're on the wrong stream. So, yeah, there's no feet here. Sorry. Hopefully there'll be some F-22. Oh, there's one. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, there it is. Oh, you keep the camera right there because the sun is right in my freaking face. Hey, Angie Owen, what's going on? I get a lot of complaints from people saying I never do any streaming from Hill Air Force Base, so I had a couple hours today that I thought I'd sneak on. And you can't really plan in advance for these. They'll just take off whenever they want. The F-22s and F-35s, they'll just take off whenever they want. And they'll just land and take off whenever they want. I guess that's what they get to do when they're the military. So you can see the approach lightings there in the distance. I'm actually at a place called Romer Park, which sits about, I'd say about 1.5 miles, 2 miles south of the runway at Hill Air Force Base, or I should say north. What's up, Marcy? Just trying something a little bit different. Hill Air Force Base here. It is super bright today. It's going to be super hazy this week, so not happy about that. I wish there was like a storm that came in about Wednesday and cleared everything out. So if you caught the beginning, we did have a couple of F-35s landing, and now we're just waiting for more. I heard about 10 of them take off about 2 hours ago. Uh-oh, been under the weather. Sorry to hear that, Angie. Hope you heal quickly. Yeah, so if you're looking for nonstop action, this probably isn't the stream for you, but I will be entertaining as much as I can. So I hope you're feeling better, Angie. I need some really big sunglasses. So we get another one. It's going north over Weber State right now. And is it going back to the proving grounds? We'll see. Nope, it's making a left bank turn. Yeah, it's coming back around for a landing. So we got the F-35s and the F-22s here are stationed currently at Hill Air Force Base. And I thought I'd sneak out down here because I heard about 10 taking off today. No, I did not hear about the breeze diversion to Jacksonville Dubby. Robbie, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hill Air Force Base. And you guys can also watch me eat Wendy's. Actually, I just had my lunch, so it'll be more like drinking a vanilla Coke Zero. But here it comes. I'm going to see if I can get you a view of it. Yeah, this is when you needed like a monitor because the sun is right in my face. But you can hear them. I know you can hear them for sure, because if I can hear them at my house, then you can definitely hear them. So this isn't one of the finest productions of 2-3 Right Productions, but we'll do our best. Jevin, what's up, man? Great to see you. This is actually Hill Air Force Base. I get some requests for Hill Air Force Base because it's about 30 minutes north of Salt Lake City. And so I heard about 10 of the F-22s and F-35s. So this is Hill Air Force Base in Ogden, Utah, or just, we'll call it Ogden, Utah, but it's actually like Clearfield. But I heard about 10 of them take off earlier, about an hour ago, and usually they come back in about an hour, so they're right on schedule with some of them landing and taking off. That's a good suggestion, W. I like it. I like it. Oh, W, I have an interview today, or no, Wednesday with Envoy. All right, so we get another one coming in for landing here. So you see it pop on camera momentarily. There it is. Doesn't look like it's going to do a touch and go, maybe. For a dispatcher, dude. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Typhoon's pretty awesome as well, Jevin. Good choice. Yeah, W. Going back to my roots. Going back to my roots. Yeah, so I hope you guys caught that one. Just doing a touch and go, it looked like. I'll adjust my microphone here. It's still a little hot. A little hot. There we go. Well, good to see you, Mark. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, guys, if you're looking for nonstop action, this will happen all at once. So there's going to be a lot of downtime. But I've had a few requests to stream Hill Air Force Base, and you can most definitely hear the. I'm going to pump up that microphone right there. Yeah, you can most definitely hear the jets. That's right, W. Going back to the proving grounds. You got it, man. That's right. So yeah, the interview's on Wednesday. Fly out in the morning and then fly back in the afternoon. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Mark, this is located about 30 minutes north of Salt Lake International Airport. It's called Hill Air Force Base. And it's the home of the F-22 and the F-35. And we get another one coming in for landing. Looks like an F-22. It's going to make a hard left turn and come right over our heads. Let's see if we can catch it for you. Oh, come on, camera. Give me some love. Did you hear those afterburners? Ow. There it is. I'll do my best, but it's so bright out, it's tough to kind of isolate on them in the screen. Feed streams. I'll tell you what, if I get the job, we'll start doing the feed streams. W. Oh, classic W. The old feed streams. Seriously. It's in Ogden, Utah. Google Hill Air Force Base, Jevin. Yep. So you can see the approach lighting from the where the runway is. So I may just keep the camera on that. That's right, Dower Power. Dower Hour. Yep. Except I'll probably be so low on the totem pole, I'll probably get the overnights, W. We'll keep an eye out. We'll see what else trickles through. But if you're looking for nonstop action, this probably isn't the stream for you, but I will entertain as best as I can. Yeah, so they have the F-22, they have the F-35 here. You'll get the C-130 here. Let's see, what else? I've seen F-16s and F-15s training out here. So, I know, I saw those tornadoes. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. What's up, Jose? Great to see everybody. Thanks for tuning in. You're currently looking at the approach lighting system for Hill Air Force Base. It's runway 14. So runway 14 and 32 here at the Air Force Base. I'm actually at a park called Romer Park, which just sits north of the runway approach. So yeah. Welcome in everybody to a special edition of Pip's Planespotting Live. Oh, nice, W. Jose, great to see you. What TV show or what movie is that from? Ah, oh, that's good. That's good, W. Yeah, I saw the tornadoes. That was pretty crazy. I've been watching some of the damage footage from over the weekend, but pretty wild stuff. Wild stuff. So yeah, Hill Air Force Base. I think the runway's about 13,000 feet. And I heard about 10 of the jets take off about an hour ago. And so they go out to the proving grounds, which is in the middle of nowhere in northwestern Utah, and then they come back. So they come back in spurts. So you got to be on your toes. Robert, yes, it is. It is also close to the Dugway Proving Grounds. The Proving Grounds are going to be about 90 miles to the southwest. Yeah. Yep. You got it. Oh, there's another one. Here we go. Let's see if we can get this one on camera. Oh, we got two. It's like hot shots. We got one. Oh, there's a big shiny blimp. A blimp. Oh, there you go. Fly by. Got that one. These are tough to get, so I'm going to give myself a little credit here. So they're making a left turn. Usually they'll make a left turn and come in for a landing. So if you look over those trees, let's see if we can track one down. It's like tornado chasing almost. It's kind of funny like that. All right, so you can perhaps see it. I gotta loosen up the old tripod. Stop being a dum-dum. Trying to track it down. It's tough too because there's no visual reference like at the airport. Stick the camera on them. They'll do the fancy work here. Actually, what I'm going to do is that. If I had a little cloud cover, that'd be dope. But today, it is all sunshine. Like in Remember the Titans. Sunshine. Oh, there you can see. Geotag. Yeah, the afterburner is insane, Jevin. Pretty crazy. Doug Taylor's. I do need almost Top Gun music. I would, Angie, if it wasn't a copyright violation. I would totally play it. That way, I'm in the Ukraine. Debbie, I missed you, buddy. It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, we got two more. I got two more. Let's see if I can catch these. I'm really going off of like my eyesight, so I apologize if I don't get them in close formation, but you know, you got to give it the old college try. So I'm hoping that we catch them. So yeah, the F-22s and the F-35. So we'll come back around to the runway here. In formation, those two goobers. I actually met one of the pilots yesterday at church. His call sign is Havoc. Whoops. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, they're going to make a left turn around those trees and come back around. So we'll line up there with the runway and should hang out with them. Johan, yes, the engine is really that loud. It is no joke. It is no joke. In fact, people will complain all the time. Let's see if I can catch one here real quick. I need a visual reference. Those clouds are my only visual reference, so... There it is. I will do the best that I can. Alright, I'm going to come back around to the runway. What's up, Infidel Fireman? I meant to text you, but I forgot. I was eating my Wendy's. Sounds great, Marcy. No, Dubby. No, I don't think anybody wants to know. William, what's happening? More like listen to the F-35s. Oh, and then we got two more. Here we go. We got them rolling. See, they come in fast and furious. We got two more. Josh impersonation. What is LA Flight's Josh and whoever the flip it is? Stop it, Debbie. That's pretty crazy, R-Dub, or Robert, for such a small plane, all that thrust. It's pretty wild. So I got two more inbound. They're making the left turn. You can hear them, so I'll just let you enjoy. And they'll come into the picture as they're making their landing. That's right. Thank you, Car Wash. Josh and Peter, they were so stoked to see one F-35 yesterday, and I'm like, try like 20 every day. So you guys are getting the better show. Oh my gosh, it's amazing! Look at this, the KC! Oh, 10! Oh, Unbelievable! Yeah, so we're at Hill Air Force Base in Ogden, Utah. It's about 30 minutes north of Salt Lake City. Some of these pilots do not know how to use their afterburner or should I will. Unbelievable! Sorry, I shouldn't imitate, but I am a man of humor. That's right, Johan. You definitely will not see these F-35s. That is 100% truth. And the F-22s on flight radar. That is 100% correct. Hey, uncircumcised, what's happening? So we're going to hang out here for a couple hours, and you just missed a bit of the action. But hopefully we'll have some more for you. We like to keep it fresh, keep it funky. Debbie knows how to do that. That's why he's in the feet. That's right, William. Yep, that's right. Yeah, uncircumcised, great to see you. The sun is so bright today, I wish I had some cloud cover. So speaking of that, it's supposed to be hazy the whole week. So I need you guys to say a little prayer to the man upstairs and also Mother Nature so we can get some storm in, because it's supposed to be hazy on Saturday when the A350 comes back. Stubby. Yeah, they do practice maneuvers almost every day here. For those who aren't too familiar, obviously I've lived here. I actually live about a mile away from this park. It's called Romer Park, R-O-H-M-E-R, Romer Park in Washington Terrace. I live about a mile away from here. And ever since I've lived here for the last 5 or 6 months, they practice almost every weekday. And even this weekend, they were doing some maneuvers on Sunday, too. So they stay fairly busy out here at Hill Air Force Base. See, uncircumcised, I keep telling you, you got to change your name. Oh, thanks, William. I'll try harder for the humor. Thank you. Yeah, so they've been doing. They typically during the summertime are doing maneuvers in the morning and midday, but now they've been starting to do maneuvers in the afternoon and night, and they didn't take off till about 12:30 today. Sure, W, we'll go yes or no. I don't know. I'm answering yes and no, so there you go. So, I don't see any inbound. I don't hear any inbound, so I'll give you a tour here real quick so that if for some reason you're ever out here, you can hang out. So, hey, car wash, thanks so much. Yeah, A350 on Saturday. We'll have it on the show. We will have it on the show. Oh, I got to get my sounder going. Thank you, car wash. Appreciate that. Get the sounder going and plug it in. So here's the park. So you've got the baseball fields right here. This is called Romer Park. And so you got baseball fields here, and it's a place where people take their dogs and whatnot. But it's got a nice overlook. If you look there, there's a little valley, and there's a nice overlook to the arriving fighter jets and planes for runway 14. So scanning to the right, you've got a little bit of a valley here. So the Hill Air Force Base kind of sits on a mesa from the valley. And those office buildings are Northrop Grumman. So, of course, military contractors close by. And there's actually, there's a town right here. It's called Riverdale as well. And there's Ogden Airport just on the other side of my truck here. So Ogden Hinckley Airport, which is just a general aviation airport. So we'll head back to the runway here. Well, let's go left here. You can see the mountains. We got some more snow over the weekend. Saturday, we got a couple inches, and the mountains got more. I was looking, in fact, that Alta's got 147 inches of fresh powder. So that's pretty awesome. No, Dovey, not yet. Oh, Dubby, what a handful. Infidel's like, who is this goober? I know. So there you can see some of the mountains. Uncircumcised, the A350 will be deltas. So they're scheduled to start on Saturday doing the Atlanta to Salt Lake City for 2 runs that day. I think at Salt Lake to Atlanta, they have at least 6 flights daily, obviously a hub to hub. So they are doing they're doing 2, one in midday and I think one late at night for the A350. So that starts on Saturday, so we'll be at Salt Lake International Airport unless something like I get sick or die or something. So, hey, Shenfield Place, what's happening, everybody? Yeah, Angie, it looks beautiful. These are the mountains we're talking about. Infidel, I'm going to answer your question. Give me 1 second. So it's actually not a bad day other than the haze and the snow. All right, later, Mark. My Ford truck, just imagine a 2021 Ranger, Ford Ranger. Uncircumcised. Classic. Dubby. Let's keep it family. This is a family show. I know your grandmother's probably tuning in too. All right, so there's Mount Ogden right there. That's about 9,300 feet above sea level, and you can kind of see it right there. Nice, Angie Owen. Very cool. Rest in peace, Grandma. Ah, dang, COVID got her. She was one feisty soul. Grandma Dubby. God bless her. Did I say 93,000 feet? 9,300 feet. Yep. Everybody can ignore Dubby. He's an old coworker, so trolling the stream. What are you working tonight? Are you working tonight, Dubby? I could just leave the stream like this because it's beautiful. I love my Ranger, Angie. You know, Angie, I was thinking about you. I hope you're okay from those storms that tore through Tennessee and Kentucky. I knew you were probably west of them, but still, that was pretty close to home. Debbie's got the day off. All right, I guess we're stuck with him the whole day. No, Dubby. Stop scaring my fans away. Shame on you. So I'm scanning back here to the north. So that peak right there is called Ben Lomond. Right there in the center of the screen. I think it's about a 4 or 5 hour hike up it. It's like a day journey. So yeah, I know. I was thinking of you, Angie. Pretty wild. Good deal, Marcy. Free Pennsylvania, Sabrina. So that mountain peak in the center there, that is Ben Lomond, Lomond. Little over, it's 11,000 feet or 10,000 feet. I can't remember. What's up, Desert Dwight? You probably know that mountain peak, Desert Dwight. You're probably familiar with that. Randy, what's happening? Yeah, welcome into the Hill Air Force Base stream. I heard some of the F-35s and F-22s taking off about 2 hours ago. So I've mentioned this before, but you can never predict when they're going to take off, and I had some free time, so I thought I'd come out here. We caught a few already. I think 5 or 6 have already landed. Yeah, you can see the face of Ben Lomond, Desert Dwight. Absolutely. It's 9,500. I thought it was like 10,000. Well, whatever it is, I know it's a full day for hiking, for sure. So that's looking straight north into North Ogden and Pleasant View, a couple of cities over north here. So this is actually where I went to college, this area. Weber State is where I went. Weber State, great. So yeah, Ben Lomond's on the north side here. And then Mount Ogden is facing to the east. But we got some snow over the weekend. It's about 42 degrees. It's a sunny day. So if you rewind probably the first 15, 20 minutes of the show, we had some F-35s and F-22s, and look at you, William, with your poetry. And they'll probably do another round, so we'll see what happens. But I'll hang out here for a couple hours. So if you're looking for nonstop action, this probably isn't the best stream. Here's what I can tell you. I have plans to stream on Saturday when the A350 comes back to Salt Lake City. Beyond that, I'm going to be busy Wednesday, so Wednesday's out. Tomorrow is a maybe, but I know that SDF Planespotting is doing his UPS rush, so it'll probably be in the afternoon or evening maybe if I do. And then Thursday and Friday are to be determined. So right now the only 100% stream is going to be this Saturday, so that's the 16th. I'll try and get down there around, let's see if we can do 10 o'clock. But as it gets closer, I'll firm up the time here. By the way, thanks so much for everybody adding their airports. The map has really grown. Look at all those stars. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to add in the community section your airport, your three-letter code of the airport, commercial airport you're closest to or fly most often out of, so we can add you to the map there, the Pip Pals World of Friends. And very exciting. So it's been great having people add their airports each day. So you can comment, you can leave it in the stream and whatnot. Randy, so there's a general aviation airport that this is Ogden. So there's a general aviation airport that's going to start having Breeze Airways fly to Southern California, to John Wayne, Orange County, about twice a week, excuse me. On their A3 or A220 and their E195s. So, yeah, Ogden, I believe the airport name is Oscar Golf Delta. As we zoom in on that truck, it's coming right in your face. Yeah, so it's Ogden Hinckley Airport. And we'll start having Breeze fly there in about mid-February. So that's, again, Ben Lomond Peak. So we'll turn the camera to the east. giving you a tour so it's not entirely boring. When I was a kid, my grandparents lived near the mountaintops, so we would go climb the mountains, and that sucked. So I was definitely a city boy. So yeah, Washington Terrace is where we're at. So whenever you saw, like when we would be broadcasting, whenever you saw like an F-35 or an F-22 divert to Salt Lake City, it comes from here. Oh, nice. Nice W, make that money. Are you at double time? They put you at double time? Yeah, it's on Romer Park. Desert Dwight is, if you go like the Home Depot in Riverdale, if you were to look up, this is where the park's at. So I can see the Target. It's about a mile away in the valley. So yeah. Yeah, it's Romer Park, Rohmer. So we'll see what the F-35s do if they take a break. If you want to talk about life, about Dub B's feet, whatever it is, I am here for you. Yeah, Cosmics. Yep, I did hear about that. I hear they're going to start a couple locations, Mark, in Texas. Double time, 11 at night. Nice, dude. That's easy money right there. Slam dunk. So Desert Dwight, like if you're going down Washington Boulevard and you're heading to the Terrace, I think you turn right on, what is it, 5600 South? Right there where the new Golden West offices are. And you just drive down that 5600 and it'll take you right to the entrance of the park. If you don't even have to turn everything. You do have to make a curve, but then from there you just drive into the park. And there'll be signs as well. I did see that, Mark. Double time. Whew. Dang, man. An $1,100 night. Oh, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. So you're at 55 an hour? Is that what you're at now? Dang. Pay that mortgage right off. Over 55? Nice. Man, you're embarrassing Morgan, too. I'm going to have to razz him about that W, even with their new contract. I don't think they get double time. They only get time and a half. Jackson, what's up, dude? Awesome, Randy. Well, thanks for tuning in. 5 critical steps when a pilot is lost in flight. No worries, Jackson. Well, I hope you tune in this Saturday, in fact, and maybe you can head on down to the airport because the A350 is coming back from Delta, so I hope you can tune in. Stop it, W. We've seen the F-22s and the F-35s. So we're up at Hill Air Force Base. Jackson, as you know, is about a half hour north. Just ignore W, everyone. He likes to be the center of attention like DFW plane spotters. Oof. Dang, dude. Oh, I'll definitely razz him. In fact, I'm going to send him a message right now, W. I just sent him the message. Jackson, yeah, I know. We'll get you on time. So I'm thinking Saturday we'll probably be on the air 10 or 11 o'clock because the A350 is scheduled to arrive in Salt Lake just after 12 o'clock noon. So we'll see. And it's going to depend on the wind flow. It's also going to be hazy, so there'll be a couple of factors. So if anybody wants to pray for clearer skies or some wind, that would be awesome. Yeah, dude, you've been missing my jumping jacks. You've been missing the jumping jacks, W. So thanks, Car Wash, for the contribution, by the way. Appreciate it. Very generous of you. So this is not normally what I'd be doing. I apologize. It's been a little slow the past couple of weeks. So once I get settled in moving, unless something comes along, I'm going to head back to Texas next week. So I'll be streaming. Once I get settled in Texas, you can expect I'll probably be streaming pretty much every day from DFW, Love Field, Alliance. Where else could I go? Maybe even Oklahoma City to see our boy OK Aviation. No, it's not coming from Amsterdam. It's actually coming from Atlanta. They're doing a hub-to-hub with the A350 Jackson. So, yeah. I wish it was coming from Amsterdam. That means they would put it regularly. But now they're doing the A330 Neo to Amsterdam and Paris. So, sadly, that's just it. You know, William, I don't know when a pilot is lost in flight. Remember, I'm a flight dispatcher, not a pilot. If you ask me a question about flight dispatching, nice, Randy. That should be fun. Should get a lot of snow. Well, W, sadly, I'm not able to find a job out here, so I'm going to be moving back with the family, and it just so happened that the Envoy interview actually timed out. Well, so, yeah, I'm pretty much broke. Almost. Not quite, but it's been a rough go here in Utah. Probably the worst collective 2 years, or worst year of my life. So, yeah. Yeah, Jackson, exactly. That'll be the first time in probably a couple years we've had the A350, so it'll definitely be a special flight. The 123 whirl. Yeah, 1 hour before or after. Whether you need an alternate. The classification of whether you need an alternate is 1 hour before or after scheduled arrival. You have to have, you always need an alternate unless you have at or greater than 2,000 foot ceiling or at or greater 3 statute miles. I think they should just make it easier, saying like if you are at 1,900 feet, if you're above 1,900 feet, you don't need an alternate. So they should change it up. I know, I'm a little rusty. I'm trying to get back on my Knowledgeum, W. Yep. Stop it. Your chances. What? Oh, we get another one. I think this is an F-16. Inbound. Yeah, it's definitely not an F-35. Where is it? Yeah, it looks like an F-15. But my camera work is spotty, so we'll just zoom in a little bit as it comes into the picture. F-16. Good eye, infidel. Yeah, I hear you get some fancy exemptions over there at the majors there, W. Some fancy exemptions. Like 1, 2, 3, if you can see the runway from 100 feet, you can land or something like that. Yeah, Jackson's. Thanks, man. I hope so too. Nice, Jackson. We should get him. We should interview him. You should tell him to come down on the broadcast and interview him. Hey, I am doing my best. I don't see you out here streaming, W. This is high quality. This isn't, Josh and Peter. Yes, I have actually, Marcy Lynn. Yeah. The only no-go is I will not be working for Mesa. So, that's a no-go. Unless I'm really desperate. Autoland. Why, it's like, why am I even applying? So we should have some more coming back. We will see. You never know with the military. They just get to do whatever they want. This is why I was so assertive with my buddy Chad that if I got into Congress, I'm getting rid of pepperoni pizza for the National Guard. Only cheese pizza. Yeah, it absolutely, W. Yeah, I keep telling. So if I go back, I've been harassing him already, W, to get back on camera with me, and he's like, I don't know, my wife, blah blah blah, and other stuff. He's just making lame excuses. He doesn't want to be on TV. I don't know, because he has to wear a bro now, or a man's ear, whatever it is. Yeah, it would be cool. I'd love to see a C-17 or a C-5. Last week, Jackson, I missed. There was a 747 I saw as I was driving on Harrison Boulevard. I saw a 747 bringing back troops. I don't remember where it was from, but it was landing here. It was a 747-400 from Atlas Air last week. What do I do with conflicting reports? Well, ATC controls the sky, so I'm going to give the defer to ATC. Yep, Jackson. Hey, Foster app. You're welcome, man. Glad to have you on board. Yeah, it was great to see you. Palm Springs. Love Palm Springs for a number of reasons. It's not too far away from Victorville, which I want to go visit. The Southern California Air Logistics Airport, where the boneyard is. San Bernardino's got some boneyards too, which is cool. That was from Chicago. That would make sense. Let's make it happen, W. When I get back into town, I do have one interview. So I have an envoy interview, and then on Thursday I have an interview at Salt Lake Airport to be a ramper for American. So, I take what I can get right now. So most likely I'm coming home to Texas unless they offer me the job. Maybe I'll stick around. We'll see. Oh, stop it, W. Yeah, everybody, just a reminder, ignore W. He's a good friend of mine, making the big money as a flight dispatcher for American, but he likes to cause trouble, just like when I worked with him. So, Anchorage. You went up to Anchorage? Really? How cold was it? And I haven't even asked anybody to like or subscribe. Thanks everybody for tuning in on short notice. Yeah, Car Wash Channel. If I didn't answer it, yeah, the A350 is going to be arriving Saturday. It's going to be doing a winter route, so it's going to be should be a regular from Atlanta to Salt Lake City. That does sound awesome. I would think it would be colder up there in October. Copy that, Marcy. It's nice weather down there in Phoenix, Marcy. 70s all week. Much better than here. Much better than here. It's hanging out here just north of Hill Air Force Base in Ogden, Utah. 40, that sounds good. That sounds solid. Nice, Tubby. Probably going to get sunburned today. Sun is definitely bright. Yeah, that's probably the time to non-rev up to Anchorage. Debbie, did you do that for your fam ride, or did you just do it for kicks? Yeah, so what we're doing, I know it's not the most exciting stream, trust me. I understand. However, you know, we get lucky. We just had that F-16 come in, and also the F-22s and F-35, so I'm just waiting to see if we're going to get any more or if they're going to do another run in the afternoon. So sometimes you have to be patient. So it's like we're on a FBI stakeout or something, just with a camera pointed somewhere. To my knowledge, there's only one runway at Hill Air Force Base, and it's 1432. Nice, dude. Nice. Bring home some salmon. I swear, everybody that flies in from Anchorage into Salt Lake City on Delta, they have at least 2 boxes of salmon. There's no joke. Like if you see 3 guys coming from Anchorage, there's definitely salmon that they're bringing in that they're going to pick up at the baggage carousel. I heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's true because when I looked, I didn't see anything, but I heard a rumor that Japan Airlines is going to be switching out their 777 in March for the A350 into DFW. That's the rumor I heard. But when I looked online today, they still had the 777-300ER listed. So we'll see if that rumor comes to fruition. But I know on the schedule they do have the A350 already there, so that starts this Saturday. We'll get you a time. But it's probably be around 10 or 11 o'clock that we start streaming. You should probably pray for a north flow, north winds, and clear skies because they're predicting hazy conditions. So cross your fingers. Yeah, Jackson, where I'm at. So there's a park called Romer Park. And it's in Washington Terrace, so we're on the terrace. because Lake Hill sits on a mesa, so this is kind of the terrace. And then you've got the valley where South Weber and Riverdale are. So this park is called Romer Park, Rohmer. And if you look back in my Instagram page, this is where I take the photos. That turned out really well. So this is the place you want to come, especially if they have south winds or there's no wind. They usually will arrive from the north. So if you want to come up here and check it out, they usually fly most days during the weekdays. And it's called Romer Park, Rohmer. Just seeing what else and see if there's going to be anything departing. This is probably going to be the best visibility day of the week, which is sad because it's going to get hazier and hazier. There's no storms or anything scheduled. Turnaround flights, but if Yorkshire Airlines does not want to turn around and land, you can still... So, I don't know if I can get my truck in the picture because the zoom is so good that it won't do it justice, but I'll turn it around. See? There's what you can see. I hate this cord. Maybe I'll just stand like this for a little bit. There's my face. So I hope you enjoyed my face there. My face is fine, Mikhail Petrov. And that is Hill Air Force Base as we scan across the landscape. Yeah, and sorry these hill streams are short notice, but you know, I don't get any information about the military when they're going to take off or land, so this is just kind of the mode of operation that they go by. I mean, if you can... I did advertise that I was going to be eating Wendy's, but I already ate it. Yeah, I do love my truck, for sure. For sure. I heard something interesting, too, while we're waiting and hanging around. So I have a first officer friend who flies for American Airlines, and he was flying into Durango, Mexico. And he told me that there is a guy out on the field with a trained falcon to keep the birds away from the runway. So there's a lot of different ways, I guess, that you can make sure that birds stay out of the way. But there's a guy that has trained falcon, do not pet, in Durango, Mexico, making sure the runways stay clear. Oh, nice. What's up, Ryan? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. Ooh, a Wawa. Copy that. I don't know what username to use. And we're checking out Hill Air Force Base today. If you rewind probably to the first 25-30 minutes of the show, 20-30 minutes of the show, you'll see 5 or 6 F-35s and F-22s coming in. It's super bright, so I apologize. I was trying to track them down with my eyes. But we're waiting to see if they're going to take off more. And so this is like an FBI stakeout. This is a stakeout, a CIA stakeout. Okay, Brian, here's my question. I've never actually had a Wawa sandwich or a hoagie. I know they're on the East Coast, but are they worth it? Are they better than Subway? The Venom livery broke, huh? All right. It's been a busy week for me, Brian. Still trying to get everything ready to move and get out of here, unless last minute job offer comes from American Airlines. So, but yeah. Yeah, it was very interesting what he told me. The guy has a trained falcon in Durango, Mexico, to ensure that they keep the birds away, smaller birds. So, of course, you guys, if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And we're at Romer Park today, just north of Hill Air Force Base here in Ogden, Utah. Okay, sounds good, Brian. I'll have to try it when I get out to the East Coast. So, yeah, for sure. Sounds good, man. What? I had tickets, by the way, to fly to Boston, and I know Christopher Killian will be upset, but there was a massive rainstorm headed to Boston, and I'm like, I am not going to fly across the country, stay in a hotel for Boston, so being rainy all day. So I did not. I canceled the flight, so I'm sorry. But I have Southwest credit for the future. That's true, William. That is true. Gross. That's crazy, William. Yeah, so I'm just chilling here outside. It is a nice day. This will probably be the best viewing day of the week, because we're supposed to get haze and the inversion going later on in the week. Yeah, I'll still do jumping jacks. Still doing jumping jacks for donations for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, trying to stay fit here in the winter time. So I'll probably hang out here for one more hour, see if anything takes off or departs. Same thing. Takes off or arrives. So we'll hang out here for another hour. Enjoy the sunshine, being out. Check out the mountains. Yeah, for those who are just tuning in, got some nice snow-capped mountains. We got about 4 inches here in Ogden over the weekend. But the mountains have been doing well as far as snow. In fact, Alta, which we talked about last week, and some of the snow resorts in Park City, and up Big Cottonwood Canyon, they've got like 150 inches of snow almost. William. So thanks everybody for tuning in on short notice, if nothing else, to look at the great scenery. So that center peak right there, that you can see the radio towers on it, that's Mount Ogden. I'll zoom in on that if I can. A little over 9,000 feet right there. Got some radio towers up there. Sounds good, Infidel. Back in the house. So yeah, the hope is if I end up going home to Dallas next week permanently, probably be Wednesday or Thursday. I'll start streaming again if I can next Wednesday or Thursday. Of course, I'm going to stream this Saturday at Salt Lake City when the A350 is scheduled to arrive. Delta putting that back into Salt Lake service. When it first came out, I do believe that Delta did fly it to Salt Lake City, but it's been gone for a couple of years now. Now they're bringing it back. Oh, nice. You're getting the R5? Dope. That a boy. Sticking with Canon. Thanks. Thank you, William. Unnecessary zoom, but necessary at the same time. That's it. It's honestly not too bad today. So the first part of the week's going to be super busy, and maybe I'll get one more stream in before Saturday. But I doubtful. Still got to move some things and get them out of the storage locker before next week. Yeah, Brian, can't beat it. Cannot beat it. In fact, I'm going to zoom around and do a 180. So we're looking north. A little bit. And we talked about this early in the show, so we might as well talk about it again. But that center peak at the top, that is called Ben Lomond Peak. It's I thought it was, Desert Dwight says it's about 9,300 feet. I thought it was taller than that, but let me look here at Google. Give the official proclamation. Check it out. Elevation is 9716 is what Google says, so a little bit higher. But yeah, 9,600, so just under 10,000 feet. It's like a full day hike. Well, thank you, William and Brian. Appreciate that. So yeah, we are kind of on a stakeout, like we're the FBI or the CIA, just waiting to see if anything percolates. So with the Air Force Base here and the F-22s, the F-35s, F-16s we've seen, see if we get anything else rolling. R5 is a great choice. I don't know what username to use. I look forward to your pictures. It should be awesome. By the way, I thought you were going to change your name to Salt Lake SLC Planespotters. Whoa, Chantel. I will see. I don't know what username to use. I've got to move some stuff out of the storage locker. So tomorrow's got to be the day, or Thursday. We'll see. It just kind of depends what time it arrives. You know that, unless you're in the loop with the military, you never know what time they arrive. So, what's up, Chantel? I've missed you. Well, how are you still in? Yeah, you're still in England. That is Ben Lomond Peak, 9,716 feet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what username to use. Yeah, so this is north. What you're looking at is north of where I live, about 15, I'd say 20-minute drive. 20-minute drive. Yep, that's Ben Lomond's face. That's his face, Chantel. What's up, Daniel? And for everybody who's just tuning in, thanks so much. We are about a mile north of Hill Air Force Base runway threshold, the approach lighting, and I heard about 10 of them take off about 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. So I was close by, and I figured, well, we caught a few. And so we caught a few. So if you're winding to the first 25 to 20 to 30 minutes, you can see some of them coming in for landing. and we're going to see if they go out for another run. So I'm going to hang out here for about another hour and see what happens. Yeah, I was very excited, Chantel. Thank you so much. Josh, good afternoon. What's happening, my friend? Great to see you. Aloha. Okay, I don't know what username to use. That's good to know. That is good to know. If not, maybe I'll take some photos of it. Up here, it's like with the sun right in your face. And there's no visual point of reference. I need a monitor too on top of my camera. So that's kind of what I'm missing. Yeah, so that's Ben Lomond Peak. And I'm going to turn it around, the camera, back around. So there you can see some of the approach lighting for the runway threshold. I got an interview, Josh, with Envoy this Wednesday. So we'll see how that goes. So again, we're doing a stakeout here. See if we can catch any F-15s, F-16s, F-18s. Well, I've seen an F-18 once or twice here, but not often. But this is the home base for F-22s and F-35s. Got a couple of squadrons here at Hill Air Force Base, which sits about 30 minutes north of Salt Lake International Airport. You're quite the poet there, William. Yeah, so we'll see about Envoy on Wednesday. And then I have an interview for Ramper Job part-time here in Salt Lake City, which is something. That means I don't have to move, but it's not full-time, so no benefits. You still get to have flight benefits, but part-time. So we'll hang out here for an hour more on a stakeout. In fact, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to see if I can put my headset inside the truck and follow you guys on the chat. So stand by. All right. Sweet. Now I'm inside my truck. Pay attention to the old chat here for a few minutes so I can sit down. But we're planning on streaming again. So, streaming on Saturday, either thinking 10 or 11 o'clock. That's when the A350 is supposed to return. Which is cool. So the A350 is supposed to return. Oh, Poseidon. A Poseidon. What? Like the Poseidon is today? There's a Poseidon today at Salt Lake City? Dang it. Well, we got the F-35 and the F-16 and the whatnot. So thanks so much for the likes, everybody. I know there's short notice and tuning in for a few minutes. Hopefully I can brighten your day, and hopefully we can get a little more action going. If not, appreciate everything all of you do. And don't forget to add your airport that you are closest to or you fly most often out of to add. We're adding the airports of everybody's chosen airport to the Pip Pals map of friends, which I think is pretty dope. And we've got a lot of people adding each day, so it gets bigger and bigger each day, more crowded. So I'm going to have to come up with maybe a new solution, or maybe I need to create like a t-shirt for the first edition. So that would be cool. But yeah, all we need is your 3-letter airport code. You can either send it here in the chat, you can email it to me at pipsplanespotinglive@gmail.com, or you can also add it in the comments section of the community page of my page. So thanks so much for everybody for liking and subscribing. Just tuning in here. Josh, I'd be working ramp for American. It's a part-time ramper position, so you would do everything from unloading bags to lavatory service to marshaling planes, such a little bit of everything. So yep, and it's seniority based, so you'd probably get bottom. I'd get bottom of the barrel, which would be like lavatory service assigned to me a lot of days. So we're about 30 minutes north of Salt Lake International Airport, where we usually stream at, in Ogden, Utah. I guess it's called Washington Terrace, but for all intents and purposes, it's just a little, I don't know what you call it, village town? Is it the city? I don't know. All I know is that I have fighter jets fly over my head almost every day, and they are quite loud. Yeah, if you tune in to the first, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes, that's, we had 5 or 6 F-22s, F-35s, and then a few minutes, probably about 20 minutes later, we had an F-16 sneak in as well. So there's that. So we're going to be here for about 45 more minutes, staking out. This is good practice for me if I ever try and apply to work at the CIA or the FBI. Stakeout skills. I do have some snacks, some almonds. So I'm pretty happy right now. So yeah, the interview for American for the part-time job, Josh, is on Thursday. The dispatcher job interview, they're flying me out to DFW, is on Wednesday. That's interesting, William. Yeah. I didn't see an A10 take off. Did I miss it? I don't know what username to use. Man, I suck. Yep, Josh, that's exactly right. It was an Envoy. So when I saw the opening and with my current luck, I was like, I better apply for that. So yeah, I spent 3 years there. In fact, July 2018 to July 2021. So it was a good experience. I mean, they weren't the best paying, but you kind of trade that for the flight benefits. And also, you know, plus you don't have to work with the CRJs, which I think is at least worth a couple of dollars an hour, like with the PSA. So we're in all Envoys and all 175. Oh, yeah, I see the A10s getting ready to take off right now. Yep, I got it. Yep, I see him revving up. Good call, good eye. I don't know what username to use. My favorite airplane. So we'll hang out here for about 45 minutes more, and hopefully they'll come back. If we see like a flurry, then I may hang out a little bit longer. But yeah, Josh, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely reviewing things. Yeah, and they're taking off. Is it tandem? Looks like the A330 or the A10s. You got so many code names or models. Without a doubt, my favorite military aircraft is the Warthog, the A10 for sure. If I could buy one, I would. Close air support, I would. And since they're retiring them soon, maybe I will be able to buy an A10 one day. Yep. Hey, what's up, DFWs? Good to see ya. Hanging out just north of Hill Air Force Base here. Checking out those A10s taking off. Well, the likelihood of seeing an SR-71 is very small. So, DFW, I agree with you, but I think the likelihood is better. So I'll go A10. I'll still go A10. I would take that, like if I had to rescue, let's say the President of the United States got kidnapped, if I had to rescue him, I would definitely bring an A10 to the party. No question. That's right. That's right, William. Yeah, thanks for everybody smashing that like button. I know it was a short notice stream, but sometimes that happens. So basically, we stream at Hill Air Force Base. I'll hear jets take off, and then I'll know that there's a stream going on. And if you look closely, you can see an A10 crossing across the screen here in the distance. So we'll see what it ends up doing. I'll watch it. Good choices, F-22 and F-35, also good choices. Yeah, so they're going to go west towards the proving grounds. Practice. Yeah, the tough thing with a lot of military aircraft is that we don't know when they're taking off and when they're not, so that is the kicker. I'm watching them. I'm watching them from my truck while I take a break from standing up. Yep. Heading west out to the desert, West Desert. Maybe out towards Dugway. Occasionally, we'll see KC-135s up here from the Utah Air National Guard doing touch and goes. No, nothing yet from Lubbock. I have not heard anything DFW. It is radio silence. Santa Fe said a couple more weeks. And then I interview this week with American Airlines for a part-time ramper position here in Salt Lake City, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the A10, you can't beat it. Watching out for troops. Love it. Love it. No question. Thanks for the likes, everybody, on this short notice stream. I know this is not super entertaining, so thanks as you hang out with me on the stakeout, because you'll never know what you see here. There's always a few surprises. Surprise! So just a reminder that Saturday when the A350 comes back, we'll be at Salt Lake International Airport. Schedule, the weather forecast calls for hazy, so if you want to pray to Mother Nature for some wind or maybe a storm to come through. Otherwise, it's going to be a little hazy here in the valley on Saturday at Salt Lake Airport when the A350 comes back. Hopefully we'll be on the air around 10 or 11 o'clock. Haven't figured out quite yet when I'm going to be on the air, but just a friendly reminder if you're just tuning in. Good job, Infidel. Way to stay on it. Yes, so DFW, I'm going to be hanging here. I'll be hanging at the airport, Salt Lake, on Saturday. So yeah, we'll be streaming large. By the way, DFW, I looked for when they're supposed to start. Japan Airlines for DFW start flying the A350, and when I looked, the Japan Airlines website still said the 777-3. FYI. Just so you're aware. Yeah, look, March 31st, and it said 777. I'm just saying what the Japan websites. Where did you hear that? As we get a couple of more A10s departing. Heading across the screen there in the distance. If you look closely. Yeah, I'm going across the screen. I'm watching it as you're watching it, so a little delay. This is kind of cool. This is something new. I know Josh and Peter would be super excited to be here. Sorry, that's my impersonation. If anybody wants to hear more of my impersonations, let me know. Okay, well, fair enough, DFW. I will trust you on that one, because you are the man in the loop. All right, so we're going to be here for, what time is it? About 35 minutes more. We'll see if we get any action. I'll maybe hang out a few minutes past 4 o'clock because, you know, maybe we'll have the A10s scramble and roll back in. Met a pilot. He wouldn't tell me what he flew yesterday, but his call sign is Havoc. Mine would be Menace. I think my call sign would be Menace. Good job, DFW. Way to cite a source. You're becoming a regular journalist. I love it. Thank you very much, sir. Excellent job. I thought Breeze was already coming to Phoenix. Is already in Phoenix. Don't they fly out of Sky Harbor, Marcy, already? Or are they coming to Mesa? That's the question. Obviously, they're coming to Ogden. We mentioned that recently. Yeah, tomorrow, no stream probably tomorrow, unless it's going to be in the evening. Then Wednesday is out, and Thursday, maybe we'll do one Thursday since I'm already going to be down at the airport for an interview. So we might do that then. That would be killing two birds with one stone. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know why Breeze hasn't come to DFW yet. Not even, I think when the Wright Amendment, the stipulations for no gate expansion end next year, you're going to see a whole bunch of different airlines at Love Field, or new airlines maybe. So, we'll see though. William, well done. Well done, sir. Well done. Yes, that's a good way to describe an A-10. That is a good description. Very good description. New airline I saw that was kind of interesting. Flying from Iberojet out of Spain, flying to Orlando in the springtime. Iberojet, they're like a charter. They're not Iberia, they're Iberojet. If you saw that, to Orlando MCO. Oh, well, there are certain stipulations. So the Wright Amendment expired, of course, but there's still good faith, I believe, stipulations, DFW, about Southwest won't fly out of DFW. And not only that, there will be a restriction for gate expansion at Dallas. They can only have so many gates, and not only that, that within a certain mile radius, there cannot be commercial service. It's really quite fascinating. The Wright Amendment, the stipulation, of course, it expired, which allowed Southwest to fly nonstop everywhere now, instead of having to do, stops on one of their adjoining states like New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana. So, yep. Oh, they're doing Tampa and Miami too. I didn't see the press releases on that, but that makes 100% sense. But yeah, the whole Wright stipulations are really interesting, in part because there are no less than at least 2 other airports in the DFW area that could handle commercial traffic, like McKinney and also over by Fort Worth Alliance, so AFW. Yep, you got it, man. That's right, DFW. I wonder how much money Congressman Wright got from that, between American and Southwest agreeing to that. Like they came to a quote-unquote agreement, but I'm sure they lobbied Wright hard for that to stay that way, so that they basically have a monopoly in the Dallas markets between either Southwest or American. And more importantly, Love Field and DFW International Airport. Those are the two only commercial airports allowed until like 2024 or 2025. That's interesting, DFW. Yeah, we'll see on that one. And as you know, the Love Field's in the middle of a neighborhood. So it's not like DFW where there's a fair amount of land that acts as a buffer. So that will be interesting. You know, voters in McKinney, Texas, up there by Frisco, the city was trying to get voters to approve a $200 million referendum to construct a passenger terminal for commercial air service, and they voted it down. Like almost 60% voted it down. But they weren't going to start commercial service probably until 2025 or 2026 because it takes forever to get anything done with the FAA. Hanging around here for about a half hour more or so. See if anything else comes back. We're in stakeout mode here at Hill Air Force Base. Just north of Hill Air Force Base, I should say. We're at a park called Romer Park. It's ROHMER, located in Washington Terrace. So it just sits just north, as you can see on the camera, from the ALS, the approach lighting system for Hill Air Force Base. They have one runway, 12,000 feet, 13,000 feet. It's a good distance. Anyways. Yep, DFW, those high rollers. Those high rollers in Highland Park. So we had some A-10s take off, if you're just tuning in, about 15 minutes ago. So we'll see if they come back or see if anything else takes off. We'll keep an eye out on things. Tough thing about is you can't really track them on flight radar. Transponder's different. They have, good question. They probably have a VASI. They run off of I bet they run off of a TACAN or a different frequency approach. I think they do ILS too, but that's a good question, DFW. I'm not too sure. And don't worry if you're bored. I'm not offended if you have to go away. I know this is a stakeout. It's boring. It's like staring, at a solitary webcam. It's like the Midway airport stream, except there are no planes. So it's just a wait and see kind of approach. Thought I'd have a little fun, do something a little bit different. What's up, Louie? Great to see you, my friend. Jackson, thanks for staying with me. Thank you, DFW. It's the father of the FAA. Man. I think that's Pete Buttigieg. I don't even know that they have a permanent administrator. I think there's like been an acting administrator ever since Steve Dixon, I want to say. He's a former Delta pilot, like retired. So there's not a... and even he was like the acting under the Trump administration. So I don't know. It's a good question. Well, thank you very much, Louis. We'll stake out together. I love it. Love it. We'll show the mountains one more time. We'll be on for about a half hour or so longer. Maybe I'll hang out until the battery dies on the computer just to see if we get some arriving back from the desert. Good job, DFW. Ah, good deal, Marcy Lynn. Maybe you could crochet a Pip Pals blanket, and we could bid on it for charity or something. I don't know. So if Hawaiian gets rid of their 717s, I'm probably going to bid on them for Flydaho. if what Alaska and Hawaiian does, remember they're going to be two separate. They're going to be the same company, but they'll still maintain their identity. Uh-oh, camera outage. Ugh. Apologies, stand by. How dare they? There we go. Shame on camera outage. Oh, well, Marcy. Wait, Danny, are you saying my stream is horrible? Oh, are you saying the Midway stream? Oh, okay. Well, Louis, it's a work in progress. I'm trying. I'm trying hard here. Kindness always. I do have to say my Josh and Peter impressions are pretty spot on, though. Well, since I'm out of the truck, let's do a scan here of the mountains. For those who are tuning in, Louis, you probably haven't seen the mountains up here. So check out beautiful views. Yep, Louis, it does look good. So these are the mountains. So there's a little canyon right there to the left. That is where Interstate 84 goes through. It goes through the canyon of that mountain. And as we go to the just to the we'll call it the east. So that's Mount Ogden. You see the peak at the top there of the screen. That's Mount Ogden, sitting a little bit over 9,000 feet. It's where the TV and radio playing TV and radio. They put the antennas up there. TFW. Daniel, great question. So we're here at Hill Air Force Base. The question is, what kind of airplanes land here? So you'll see everything. The airplanes that I've seen here include the F-22, the F-35. I've seen the F-15, the F-16, also the A-10 Warthog. We've seen, I saw a 747 the other day bringing troops back from Atlas Air. I've seen a 767. I've seen the C-130. I've seen the KC-135 doing up from the Utah Air National Guard. And that is everything I've seen with my own eyes or have photographed. That's not to say there haven't been other aircraft that have come here, but those are the ones I have seen with my own eyes or photographed or taken video of. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It'll be sad to leave the view if I end up going back to Texas, that's for sure. This is my favorite, is when the snow-capped mountains. This is, although I don't like being super cold, when it snows, you cannot beat. There's nowhere better. So that other mountain right there, that is Ben Lomond, so 9,700 feet and change. The top peak right there. I want to say it takes 4 to 5 hours to climb up that mountain to get to the top. It's an all-day affair. So you got to go during the summertime when you have plenty of sunlight. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till looking here. I've got about an hour left of battery. Why don't we just wait till battery runs out on the computer? So why not? You know, it's a fairly nice day out. This is probably going to be the best viewing day too. That includes on Saturday. They're saying it's going to be, obviously with the warmer temperatures, we're going to get hit with the inversion and the haze. So hopefully we can catch the A350 on Saturday. It's not too hazy. Yeah, this is kind of my goof-off day before I really need to get cleaned out the storage unit. I've got to get rid of a mattress. And I'll finally get my computer out of the storage and be able to play Flight Simulator again. All right, Daniel's got an odd question. Hit me with the odd question, Daniel. Maybe point it a little bit lower so you get some of the scenery too. Oh. Yeah, thank you, William. Maybe I should just do a stream out in my backyard. Right, that's a great question, Daniel. Do we ever get any mountain lions or elk? Yes, we do. I have not heard of mountain lions up here so much. I have heard several instances in the mountains east of Salt Lake City and also east of Provo, where you will find where they have found mountain lions. I've seen news stories where they have been running on mountain trails or walking trails, and the cougars will come out and I don't want to say attack them, but chase them. So yes, absolutely, absolutely, and haven't seen any elk, but when I lived in Wyoming, so I lived in Green River, Wyoming, which is about 6,200 feet up, I would see deer all the time. I would see bull elk all the time. But absolutely, we do get mountain lions and reported instances of interaction with the mountain lions. So, in fact, you know what? I'm going to post, I'm going to see if I can find a video for you guys. Because it's pretty hilarious. I'm going to Google this. KUTV mountain lion. Oh, look at that. There's one new mountain lion video out of Ogden area. Makes 4 sightings so far this year. There you go. I gotta find the one that they did a live report, and there was an animal going through the live shot, and I think it was a cougar. It's hilarious. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, let's see how long this video is. This is about a minute video, so I will share it with you. So this was actually one of our TV stations here in Salt Lake City. The reporter, I'm going to post the link on the chat here. The reporter was doing her live shot. So when you're doing a live shot as a TV reporter, they have these super bright lights on you. So it is very difficult to see anything beyond the camera and the lights. So everything, your peripheral vision is totally blocked out. So this reporter is doing a stand-up about flooding in the mountains here, and I want you to watch in the lower left-hand corner. There's a video that I swear it's a cougar that is actually walks by her, and they don't even notice. So here's the link. Check that out. See, it's really there. Put it in the chat there. There we go. So check out that video. That's pretty interesting. I have seen in Frisco coyotes. I've at least 2 separate instances where when I lived in Frisco DFW, when I saw the coyotes. So yeah, they are quite plentiful there in North Texas. So the video that I just posted you, that link in YouTube, that is a video of what I think is the video of a mountain lion walking by a reporter while she's doing a stand-up on live TV. So check that out. Never heard. I've heard about 1 or 2 bear sightings, but the mountain lions, the cougars, they're pretty frequent. We'll get, I would say probably in a year, maybe a report of like 10 sightings or human-to-human interaction. Yeah, I know, right? It's just walking by. It's just walking by, just minding its business, just walking by. I know, it's the craziest thing. It is so insane. Ah, interesting. Interesting, William. It's so wild, and she had no idea. She had no idea, like I said, because the lights are so bright, you cannot see anything in front of you except the lights. So your peripheral vision is thrown way off. And thanks for all you guys tuning in on short notice. Hope you're enjoying that video. Again, we'll probably be broadcasting for sure on Saturday, of course. So I'll get my winter weather gear all cleaned up and spend a day out in Salt Lake on Saturday. 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, we're hoping. Maybe Thursday stream, and that's probably going to be it for this week. Have I done one of these 7 sins? Is that eat Wendy's? Is that one of the 7 sins I had my lunch earlier? Hey, I am flat broke. I gotta eat cheap. I am very close to being flat broke and flat. In fact, I didn't sell my stock today. I gotta sell my stock tomorrow to pay for my new tires, and then I'm flat broke. So we're sitting here at Romer Park. For you fine peeps who are just tuning in, we're looking at Ben Lomond Peak. Romer Park is just north of Hill Air Force Base. The runway. I'll turn the camera back over to runway 14. So head back to the Air Force Base here. Well, if I ever have an interview with the FBI, I can tell them that I've been on a stakeout. That's exactly right, William. That is right. Yep. So good timing, Daniel. 7 sins: eat Wendy's, burger, Taco Bell, Panera, White Castle, eating Brussels sprouts. Is that the 7 sins of DFW? Is that in the Apocrypha? Excuse me while I Sorry, I had to get the jacket. It's getting a little chilly. The sun's going to set in about an hour. So I had to grab the jacket here. Wasn't it? But it's not too bad of a day, actually. So the temperature is going to be about the same, about 40 degrees for Saturday's shoot. Definitely not Golden Chick. Definite no on Golden Chick. Raising Cane's and Chick-fil-A I'm fine with. I mean, Cane's only does chicken fingers. I don't do the Chick-fil-A fingers. I always do the nuggets or a sandwich. So, Daniel, if you see in the distance there, you've got the approach lighting system, and so you can see the runway from there. That's as best as you can get for the approach lighting. I do not have restricted access, so... But you see those in lower part of that screen, you'll see what's called the ALS, or the approach lighting system. It's those little bars with the T across them, and that is where the runway is. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely no way on Golden Chick. That's like the equivalent of Brown's Chicken in Chicago. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to the game tonight. Excellent. Excellent, my friends. So it's almost 4 o'clock, but we'll hang out here for a little bit longer. Thanks for everybody hanging with me. Make sure you smash that thumbs up so new viewers who didn't get the notification can check this out. It's a little bit different. Yeah, that should be good. I haven't seen him play. I don't know. Is he playing on the same line as DeBrincat? That's what they need to have. Is they need to have him and DeBrincat, and when Dylan Larkin comes back, that needs to be the first line. I wonder if they sent those A10s up to Boise, because we saw a whole bunch of those when we were in Boise back in September with Legitimate Aviation. Keep an eye out of this, guys. I got about 30 to 45 minutes left of battery usage. Seeing if we get some returns. You like Booger King? I'd like Booger King just for the onion rings, Daniel. All right, William. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Great to see you. Safe travels. See you, William. That's right, Christmas holidays at Hill Air Force Base. That's right, Louie. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, about the first 15, 30 minutes, if you want to rewind back, that's when we were catching the F-22s and F-35s arriving. So we're waiting to see if some A-10s come back, the Warthogs. We saw, I think, 6 of them depart about 40 minutes ago. Yeah, but I like the Burger King just for the onion rings. I have to be in the right mood for a Burger King, though. The onion rings, I'm good anytime. And you get the zesty onion ring sauce, delish. But everything else is kind of like, depends what kind of mood I'm in. All right, William, take care. Sounds good. Yep, I'm here. I ain't going anywhere, Louie. We'll see if they come back. Yeah, they could have gone to Boise because there's a ton of them up in Boise. So about an hour flight. It's about a 6-hour drive. But we will see. We'll hang tight. Practice our stakeout skills. Yeah, well, Daniel, it is towards the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I would probably say within the first half hour when we got the F-22s and the F-35. So, yeah. Then we had an F-16 a little bit later, about 20 minutes after that. Now I'm just keeping my eyes. The West Desert. And we've got some F-22s, it looks like, departing. So if you pay attention, they'll probably make a right turn. So you'll see them in the distance. They're rolling across the stream here. Or rolling across the screen, I should say. That's a good one with the... That's a good one rocking Desert Rose. Good choice. See, they've been doing this the last couple of weeks. They have been taking off in the afternoon and do night runs. Yeah, you can see that little dot right there in the distance. They're going way south and then turning right. I'm going with, that is a great question, DFW. I will say Miracle on 34th Street, the old version, or gotta go with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Or Home Alone 1. Home Alone 1, the original. So I'll go 3. That's tough. But then there's A Christmas Story. See, there's so much to watch. A lot of great stuff. That's a great question, DFW. Favorite Christmas movie? What is your favorite Christmas movie? Bad Santa, infidel. That's Bad Santa. Well, I can see where your jolly spirit is. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the old Miracle on 34th Street. Rudolph, good one. I've seen Operation Dumbo Drop a while back, so I'll have to watch it again, Marcy. Yep, here we go. We got more F-22s and F-35s taking off. I'm going to be doing some night runs, I guess. I'll probably have to stream from my, like, house, because they go right over my head. Probably hear them in the distance. Still keeping an eye to the sky for those A-10s. Yep. They definitely are not quiet, Desert Dwight, that is for sure. Just watching my levels right now, and it's peaking, and I'm still over a mile away. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's hilarious because these are supposed to be stealth fighters. I always find it hilarious because these are supposed to be stealth fighters, and they are the loudest thing I have ever heard, bar none. I mean, I was right next to the runway when an F-18 was taking off in Long Beach, and that was pretty dang loud. But these do not, it doesn't hold a candle to the F-22s and the F-35s. Loudest things I've ever heard. It's quite peaceful out here. Ah, you stupid camera. I bet it probably goes to sleep because I'm not moving it very much. Which would make sense. That's very true, Desert Dwight, or very true, DFW. It's a good point. There's actually a news story recently about how the old people who are living here are like complaining how loud they are. I wouldn't disagree with them, but you know, what'd you expect living next to an Air Force base? So funny enough, the Ogden Airport is actually across the valley by, I'd say, 3 miles, and that's where Breeze is going to fly into. Can't really see it. There's a storage facility in the way, but that's the General Aviation Airport. It's just about 3 miles from here, so that's where Breeze is going to start flying in February, is Ogden Hinckley Airport. Yeah, we're holding out here on a stakeout. Haven't heard from R-Dub in a while. Maybe he's on mission. And we get some more departing there. Yeah, they're definitely starting to do these night ops more often. I don't know if it's because of the complaints of the old people that they're doing night ops now. But it's definitely started to happen the last couple of weeks. DFW, yeah. I heard from DBs. He made fun of me. He said I was like 70 years old. He's working hard there up in Minnesota trying to get his certification done. It's crazy. Still a mile away and it still blows out. We're up to 11, kind of like Spinal Tap. Turning all the way up to 11. Yeah, exactly. I was born in 81. This is probably going to be the closest we can get Louis and getting a good view. Because if you notice obviously there's the restricted area. There is one place I could get closer. But it doesn't have as good view. So maybe I'll try that. But you can see there's kind of, if the sun gets out of the way, the Air Force Base sits on top of a mesa, and so down here in the valley, it's tough to get a good spot. There's one other spot in public view that I know that I could maybe get to, but with the trees, it's sometimes difficult to see them land as well. So that's the only thing I would say. There is on the south side of the airport, there's a little park for them taking off. But this one's right next to my house, so that's why I always default to this one. It's like, Plus, it's got a good view with the valley, the little valley there, so you can see on the mesa the runway. So, I believe those were all F-22s, Daniel. The other side, there's... I'll have to look at the other side, try... This one's about a mile from my house, so I always default to this one. I don't know what username goes to the south side, and so have to maybe check that out. But there's a lot of restricted area around the Air Force Base, especially on the north side. So it's tough for me to get really close unless I have access. And I know I am not one of the special people. I could zoom in a little bit, but even then it's tough to see because the runway's like lower, so whoops. Yeah, sorry, it's not much fun We're telling some good stories, saying what our favorite Christmas movie is. Trying something new. Give you some good scenery. Mountains look great when the sun ski. So we're looking to the east, so the mountains look great and have plenty of sun because the sun will be setting to the west. Yeah, here we go. We got some more taking off here. I'll try and... yeah, it's so difficult. You can barely see the rear stabilizers, the rear wings. The fins. Sounds good, Marcy, yeah. Got probably about a half hour left of the battery, so we'll push it till we're almost done. Cross our fingers. Now you can see the F-22s across the screen there. Don't forget, we are broadcasting Saturday. That is 100%. Yes, it is extremely loud. Imagine if they fly right over your house. Daniel, it is extremely loud. It'll shake the house. There's no exaggeration. I know Infidel would be in heaven, so... Good for you, Marcy. Yeah, I don't know where that dog is from. It's like off to the left. There's a couple people who walk their dogs here and let them poop. It's a pretty good quality shotgun mic then, if you can hear the dog. Hey, what's up, HAO Planespotting? Yeah, thank you for checking in. We're doing something a little bit different. We're doing a live stream from just north of Hill Air Force Base, where they fly the F-22 and F-35. So if you want to see some action, it was happened the first 15 to 30 minutes of the show when we got some arrivals of the F-22 and F-35. We're waiting on some A-10s to see if they come back. And we just had some departures of some F-35s and F-22s. You can see one scrolling right there. You can see it actually. You can see those in the lower left hand. Hamilton, Ohio, maybe? There's a Cessna airplane that is just to the north that looks like it's very close to entering into restricted airspace. That isn't going to go over well. Yeah, check this out. He's like... It's seriously just a... What is this? You better be making a right turn soon, or he's going to have a visit from Hill Air Force Base's finest. Oh no, there he is. Yeah. He's like right there. He turned right as he was about to enter. And see, that's how close Ogden Hinckley is. It's really just like 3 miles away, so you got to be careful if you're a new pilot, because otherwise you might have a visit from an F-16 or Scramble the Fighters. So, just a little fun fact there. It's like, you need to move immediately. You need to go to the weed spot immediately. Yeah, F-35 for sure, Jackson. Maybe I just stick a camera and a microphone out here, since I told my friend who's got a house that borders his parents' house. If you see that house right in front of you, if you go about 6 houses past that house down the hill, that's where his parents live. And I'm like, you need to set up a webcam there immediately. Awesome HAO. It is some great spotting for sure. I don't want to leave. I don't want to be denied. I will do whatever it takes, folks. Yeah, Cincinnati was awesome. You're going to Montreal? What? That's awesome. Are you going in the wintertime or the springtime? Nice. Montreal versus the Stars, so I'm guessing that's wintertime. The Canadians versus... So... I will not be denied. Those A-10s better come back. So let's scan off to Ben Lomond Peak here for a moment. It's got a shadow there. So that's Ben Lomond Peak. I tell you what, it's a lot colder when you're in the parking garage under that shelter. You don't have that sunlight, because it's not so bad right now. But it was basically the same temperature, so... Jackson, you don't like the spelling of February? February. Yep, it's true. That's very true, DFW. If you're just joining me, we're trying to have a stakeout, see if we can get some new fighter jets coming in, the A-10. We had some F-22, some F-35s take off in the last 15 minutes. Hopefully they'll come back soon. I know what you're saying. Alright guys, here's the deal. I'm very upset, so I'm going to put my battery charger into the laptop, because I will not be denied. I'll wait until I will not be denied. Stand by. All right, we're charging up. I always need more likes. I need more subscribers, more likes. I'll take all of the above, Marcy. More contributions. Thank you to Car Wash, by the way, for being so generous today. One of our ultimate first class club members. He is the only one who's in first class, so thank you to Car Wash. Jackson, so this is called Romer Park. This is in Washington Terrace. Romer Park is spelled R-O-H-M as in Mike, E-R, Echo Romeo. So it's called Romer Park. It's in Washington Terrace. And yeah, you can Google it and you'll be able to find it on the map. For sure. All right. Sounds good, Marcy. I'm proud of all of you and proud of myself. We're just in stakeout mode and you're hanging here with me. It means a lot. All right, what's your favorite aviation movie? Mine is Airplane, or we can include military movies with that as well. Hot Shots, the original Hot Shots, not the part 2, the original Hot Shots. Ah, nice. Very cool. Sonoran Yummies. Very cool. Very cool, Marcy. Es muy bueno. So you always get anxious because some of the arrivals from the Pacific coast, they kind of come over your head. So you're like, oh, I think I hear a jet. No, it's just going to Salt Lake. Fly to the Phoenix, Gambler. Good choice. Good choice. Fly to the Navigator is a good one. I guess we could qualify that as an aviation movie, but I do love comedy first, so I'll go Hot Shots. Stakeout time, just hanging, seeing if we can get some military action before sunset. This is Hill Air Force Base. Hill Air Force Base. Airplane's great, though. My favorite line from Airplane is, Timmy, when they're in the cockpit, or the flight deck, excuse me. When they're in the flight deck, Peter Graves, the captain, goes, Timmy, you ever seen a grown man naked? Every time. Why does that even need to be included? And so it's just random. Top Gun Maverick. Oh, both Top Guns. Come on, Air Force, don't make me beg. It's a hard-working man out here. Well, thanks, Marcy. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Very generous. Generoso. And free advertising for you. Sonoran Yummies. Just doing a scan of the horizon. I can see about 50 miles to the west, probably 30 to 40 miles to the north. So I'm just doing a scan right now. Yeah, I wonder if those A-10s did go to Boise. Well, F-22s and F-35s are coming back. I know that much. Because they are loud. "41 degrees right now. It's supposed to be around 40 the whole week. So that means inversion time. So haze will be part of our broadcast this week. Daniel, nice. Good to hear it, Marcy. Glad you're launching the channel. Sweet. Yeah, Daniel, how far from Salt Lake City are we? We're about 35 miles or so. It's called a half-hour drive with no traffic. I can maybe make the airport in 35. So yeah, about a half hour, 40 minutes north of Salt Lake City, Hill Air Force Base. Thanks for everybody tuning in. We're here at the stakeout, just outside of Hill Air Force Base, just to the north. Thank you to my friends for tuning in. Hopefully patience will be rewarded. Yeah, not too far, Daniel, not too far. Thanks so much for the likes. Appreciate that. Means a lot. As we get the sun setting here. Let's go, Air Force. Let's get some fast planes going here. I'm getting a little bit of north wind here. Why? I don't know. Ever patient. Got about a half hour left in me, ladies and germs, so we'll push forward. Be patient. It's awesome having you guys on board. Means a lot. Just hanging tight. Come on, magic. Work me some magic. How about we turn our attention to see the beautiful Ben Lomond Peak at sunset? What's up, Ave Geek Edits? All right, Jackson, great to see you, man. Sounds good. Thanks, buddy. I don't know what that noise was, Daniel. Two screaming girls. What's up, Ave Geek Edits? We're trying something a little different. Seeing if we can do a stream, trying to catch some F-35s and some F-22s here from Hill Air Force Base. Had some at the beginning of the program when we got started, probably within the first half hour. So if you want to rewind, check those out. By all means, do so. There's Ben Lomond, 9,716 feet according to Google. There's my head. If you guys want to see part of my head, can back up a little bit. Here's my face. There's my face, more of my face. Whoops. Don't want anything to fall. Who wants to see more of my face? I know I do. It's about as far as I can back up with the cords. So there's me. Hi. That's what I look like. Great to see everybody. Just waiting out. Hopefully we get some A-10s, some F-22s, some F-35s, and what else? For about a half hour longer. They sure are taking their sweet time out in the west desert of Utah. I do have a fat head. It's not just the camera. When I was in biology class, I had the largest head circumference. I swear, trying to get a Major League Baseball hat is trying to search for diamonds in grass or golf ball in the rough. I think my circumference is like almost 8 for the hat size. Oh, nice, Avgeek Edits. Yeah, sorry, Tommy, we couldn't get. Yeah, I was in bed. We'll have to catch you. I appreciate you letting me know about it. If we get a little more heads up notice, we'll see if we can catch you. But thanks, dude. Right on. Oh, sorry. I'll get out of the way. I totally understand that because they're the cheapest there, Tommy. They're the cheapest, so I get that all the time. I totally understand. In fact, I'm doing an interview for a job this week. They're putting me on the first flight in the morning at 5. So there you go. You either do the late or the early flights. I'm always a fan of the early flights because it decreases your chances. Oh, nice. Yes, CVGs. We were just talking about Cincinnati. It's a great place to spot at, Tommy. Absolutely. HAO Planespotting. Great place to spot. Come on, Air Force. Give me some love. Yeah, I did a live stream from Cincinnati early August. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to pack up and then like 15 minutes later, it's just going to be nonstop. So that's why I'm holding out as long as I can. I am hanging out as long as I can here, folks. Trying to get you something other than the first 15, 30 minutes of the show, if you want to rewind. But if nothing else, great view. Beautiful view of the mountains for shizzle. Okay, what's your favorite plane, everybody? My two favorite planes are the A220 and the 787, and sometimes the 757. So those are my two favorite. What are your favorite airplanes or airplane? While we're waiting here. Come on, boys and girls. It's like they're taunting me. F4 Phantom. F4 Phantom. Infidel. And we still need to get Infidel to Phuket. By the way, have you planned your trip to Phuket? HAO Planespotting 737, the A340. Good choice. Good choice. The A340 is going to become a dinosaur soon and rarer. It's kind of like the MD-11. A350 out of the way for Abe Geek edits. Good choice. Oh, battery is... hold on, stand by. Back in business. Always going to be prepared. In case you're wondering, I'm shooting with a Canon R7 with a 100-400 lens. Man. Well, we're supposed to be getting... Hey, Russell. Great to see you. Welcome in. Pip's Planespotting Live, trying to catch some military jets. If you want to rewind back to the first 15 to 30 minutes of the program, we had the F-22s and F-35 show up. And Boeing. Oh, speaking of that, Abe Geek edits, Tommy... do you know about the A350 coming to Salt Lake City on Saturday? We're going to be broadcasting, live streaming then. And TFW, thank you for taking up the entire chat. That was not annoying at all. But yeah, Tommy, the A350 is coming back to Salt Lake City from... they're going to do like the ski season and the winter Christmas season from Atlanta. So we're going to try and stream and get it live when it comes back. So it's scheduled to arrive Saturday around 12 o'clock right now, but if I see anything different, I'll update y'all. But yeah, so we're just north of Hill Air Force Base, staking out, trying to catch some fighter jets, hopefully entertaining the folks, telling stories. Thank you, DFW. So nice. Very nice. High five. Yeah, sun is almost behind the mesa, the hill of Hill Air Force Base. Oh man, Russell, you used to live in Washington Terrace? Oh, so you know. So I live about a mile from here, Russell, and yeah, they are, the F-22s and F-35s are every day at about like 800 feet. And they are extraordinarily loud. So that's, you understand me, Russell. AvGeeks, nice, an R8, 7200, 2.8. Ooh, so you got the nice with the nice f-stops. You're able to let in a lot of natural light. But the camera I have is the Canon R7 with what I have on. Thanks, DFW. Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. And the lens I use is a 100-400. The f-stop, it goes from like 5 to 6.8. It's like the budget telephoto lens Canon has for the new RF. Oh, the lens was a rental? Sweet. Yeah, they're expensive. So this one is the budget one. That's the telephoto for 100-400. It's I think it retails for $700. So not too bad. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. As we take a look at Ben Lomond Peak there, 9,800 feet up. Man, they must be doing some serious night maneuvers in the West Desert. I haven't seen anything for over an hour. Let's see if my hood will fit over my broadcast headset, and it does. Perfect. That's what we like to see. 100, 800. Whoa! You mean business there, Yav Geeks. That would be a good choice. It's a heck of a telephoto. Yeah, I know, HAO Planespotting. I am sorry. Sometimes you get to stake out because you never know when they're going to come back. There's no schedule. There's no anything. So I apologize. But, don't hold it against me because the streams are usually much better than this, I promise. Well, I don't need to promise. You guys know. It's just facts. Finish. Drive to Salt Lake City. Yeah, I might have to do that. Just finish up there. I know. But the scenery is great. Come on, at least give me some of that. I can't do anything about the military jets. I apologize. But we had some awesome ones there at the beginning of the show. First half hour. That's true. That's right, HAO. And we'll have many more awesome streams for sure. For sure. But I'm hanging out here. I'm just chilling. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You just keep on trying. I only live a mile from this, so it's not like a huge commute here. So it's not a big deal. But I get to meet you guys and talk about aviation. You get to see two best friends hanging out. Those dudes with the hoodies. By the way, if we end this soon and I get off the air. Yes, so Ave Geek Edits, Tommy, great question. Yeah, they're really beautiful, HAO Planespotting. Love them. Yeah, they look great from Salt Lake International Airport. So I do try and have a schedule It's been a little chaotic with me moving soon. So we're going to do a stream for sure on Saturday, unless I'm super sick or something emergency-wise comes up. But we're going to do a stream on Saturday beginning at 10 or 11. Haven't figured out which time. That's in the morning. We're going to catch the, hopefully catch the A350 coming inbound from Atlanta. And then we may do one Sunday, but then I'll be on the road probably unless I get a job offer here. A lot of things in flux. But I'll probably, if I don't get a job offer here, I'll be moving back to Dallas next week. And then I'll stream from Dallas. So Love Field, Alliance, DFW. Maybe go hang up with our buddy OK Aviation up in Oklahoma. Maybe up to Tulsa, say hi to Infidel Firemen. Who knows? But yeah, Saturday for sure. The A350 will be coming in, is scheduled to come in on Saturday the 16th. So this Saturday about 12:10. Just call it noon. So my advice would be, if you want to head out to the airport, that's why we're going to try and get there between 10 and 11, because it may arrive early. So my advice would be probably be out there by 11. But it's scheduled to arrive just after 12 in the afternoon on Saturday, the A350. So if they arrive, if all these military jets arrive like 10 minutes after I get off the air, I'm just going to post an angry short how upset I am. Oh, you got something at 2? Well, we'll see what happens, but we'll be streaming from there. That is for sure. We will be streaming from Salt Lake International on Saturday. Now that the sun's down, it's easier. So I don't have to, I'll be able to catch the jets easier if they do come. All right, so I'm giving us till 5:15-ish. I refuse to be denied some military action, dang it. No, Daniel, not yet. I'm giving it 15 more minutes. About 15 minutes. We hope. And then if they come like 15 minutes after that, I'm going to post an angry short. So I'm going to start crying. Ooh. Battery's not charging. It should be. Should be charging. What the heck, man? Uh-oh. Well, I may not be able to give it 15 minutes because my battery's about to go poop. Darn it. Yeah, it is. It's a little house. It's a shack next to the ALS lighting system. Why is this not charging? I have to plug it in again. Come on. Charge, baby. Charge. Yeah, poo-poo indeed. Poo-poo indeed. They must have all gone up to Boise or something. Boise! But again, we'll be streaming on Saturday, 10 or 11-ish. So we get there plenty early. Or maybe we'll do like a morning stream and then try it that way. But hey, on the plus side, good scenery today, good viewing day. Pray the haze goes away by Saturday. It's just going to get hazier as the week goes on. So, all right, HAO Planespotting, totally understand. Good to see you. We'll see you on the next stream. Take care, everyone. I got 13 minutes left. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to stay here for 13 more minutes, if I can. And then I will say goodbye. But I'm holding out hope, because I've been waiting. We've been waiting for like 90 minutes, and they usually come back in about an hour after they take off, or an hour 20, something like that. You know, I need to make a video, a short of, remember, if you are new to the channel or haven't had a chance, add your airport on Pip's Pals Map of the World, where we add your airport on the map. Just use the 3-letter airport code. It's pretty cool. We're getting quite the number of airports. Very exciting. 12 minutes. 12 minutos. $11 more minutes to go. Nope, got action. Here we go. Got action. I got two bogeys. I got action. Stand by. Kagan, what's up? I got action. You can hear them. There they are. There's one of them. They're so small that they're hard to zoom in on. Yeah, and with it being such low light, so we get it's like a blurb. So I guess they don't do well. The camera doesn't do well. It doesn't like low light. But we're going to use the tree as kind of a background. There you can see it. Looks like an F-35. We're going to use the mountain as the background. See, if it's just blue sky, the camera like wigs out. Come on, baby. This is why you need a lens with a a low f-stop. Let more natural light in. Yep, it's really that loud. Holy cow, I told you they're loud. Now that the sun's not in my face, I can zoom in nicely. Dang. They are so freaking loud. Oh. Alright, so nice job by the Air Force, just in the nick of time, because I was going to cut the stream at 8 minutes. So we'll hang out for a little bit longer, because when there's two, there's usually 2, 4, 6, 8 more behind. So we'll hang out here. Keep charging, baby. Keep charging. I guess I should probably be recording this. Whoops. Well, it was a bit fuzzy at first, so. Thanks for hanging with me, Infidel. You were rewarded. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed too. You too, Daniel. Glad you stayed. What's up, Kagan? So we'll hang out a little bit longer, because like I said, when there's two, there's like 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. An entire fleet. Or squadron, I guess would be the correct term. But it is quite cold. It's getting really cold now that the sun's down. So hurry up, guys. Target acquired. Maybe the rest of them went up to Boise. Yeah, it's getting dark, for sure. My parents, Daniel, are in Chicago, taking care of their grandkids. Yep, it's definitely dark here. Come on, give me a few more. Please, please, please. Where's the A-10s? I hope they didn't go to Boise. I keep saying that, but it's probably what happened. I do not see anything on the horizon, but I can't really see them to begin with, so that doesn't mean too much. I'll tell you this much. If I do move to DFW, I will miss the mountains, but it'll be nice to be back in the 50s and 60s. I'll tell you that much right now. That is for sure, for shizzle.
Yeah, Daniel, they're quite loud. You cannot miss them, that's for sure. Especially hearing-wise. That is factual information. I'm still doing a quick scan here, the horizon. See if I see anything else. Like I said earlier, they've been doing night runs a lot more often. They usually do afternoon or midday, but they've been doing evening runs. Plus, I'm scanning to keep my feet warm. Thanks for all the likes, everybody tuning in. I know it's a waiting game. It's kind of fun. But we've learned how to be patient. All right. Here's the deal. I give them 5 more minutes. Well, 6 more minutes till 5:20. And if I don't see anything, I'm outie. So we got 6 minutes, 360 seconds. So I will be scanning the horizon for the next 60 seconds. Zoom in to that steam shovel. Where? Oh, right here. This sucker right here. They've got the approach lighting on now for the ALS. There you go, Daniel. Nice look there. Yeah, they have some nice houses here. Some older retired generals from the Air Force Base, Daniel. 4 minutes and counting. You can kind of see, here, I'll zoom in all the way. So you see, so we're not at a direct angle. We're not parallel with it. We're kind of at a 45-degree angle. But if you look really closely at those last two, or those ones closest, you can start to see the lights show up. So they're now illuminated. So they now have the ASLs now, or the ALS, the approach lighting system is now functional. And if you scan a little more, you can see the beacon. Maybe? Maybe not, no. There it is. Yeah. All right, 3 minutes and counting. Man, they're practicing really hard. The red light. Red light's probably the beginning of the runway, I would say. You can only see the barely, just because of how the base, the runway is elevated on that mesa, or that hill, hence Hill Air Force Base, right? Hey, what's up, Northeast Corridor Rail Productions? Wow, pleasure, a rail fanner. What's up? Great to see ya. We're just trying to catch some F-35s, F-22s, and some A-10s here before sundown, or before it gets dark, here at Hill Air Force Base, here in Ogden, Utah. So we've got 60 seconds and counting. Come on, you guys, come on down. Well, at least we got those two. So, stayed around and got those two. I also like the F-35. Yeah, the vertical takeoff. It's quite spectacular. Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check out the horizon here. Nice view of the clouds, the sun setting off to the west here. So, that does it for Pip's Planespotting live on location here at Hill Air Force Base, or I should say Romer Park, just north of Hill Air Force Base. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Make sure that you have your notification turned on so that you will be in the know when we broadcast from Salt Lake City this Saturday. Remember, it's the big return of the A350 back to Salt Lake City, which we haven't seen in a few years, so we're very excited about that. So make sure of that, and if we can do any more streams this week, we will. But like I said, getting ready to move, so pack some stuff away and not stressing myself out too much. So thanks everybody for your likes, support, everybody tuning in. Random stuff 437, 473. Thank you so much. I love planes too. It's awesome. Thanks. Sure to like and subscribe. Maybe we'll try another stream here on Hill Air Force Base again. But infidel, great to see you. What is in the sky? What is in the sky, Daniel? I believe it's a plane or the sunset. So yeah, it's just a plane. It's a Cessna coming in to land at Ogden Regional. So thanks everybody. Great to see you. Say goodnight until next time. Bye bye.